guys, I got 6 o'clock when we open the meeting. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Approve agenda.
I would make a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Discussion of bar stools. Evidently
I have the actual top out in my car. I was gonna bring it in. It is exactly the same swivel. Problem is that the bolts are not bolts. The swivel itself has the nuts built right into the bottom portion of it. And it's not gonna work with those bases. The bases that they must have square steel or flat steel on the top instead of pipes.
okay.
I mean, it would screw in, but it wouldn't hold for any length of time. Anybody turning on it, moving around very much would eventually just loosen it to the point where it would fall apart. So, I'm afraid what we need to do is we need to get those bases too. And I can't remember, Pat, wasn't it? I mean, it was double. Instead of 1,000, it was 2,000, or just under that, I guess.
1657,
No.
138.14 for the whole stool.
138, how much?
14,
14.
That was for 12?
1657.68.
Well, we're either gonna buy them now or buy them when she leaves.
What'd you say, 1657?
68.
Okay. Yeah,
Have we got the bill for the new door?
I paid for the door. I don't have the bill for installation.
well, it's not on our agenda. That's something we need to discuss too. There are some issues. But I'm not saying that, I mean, they did a fine job installing it, but there needs to be more done. Need to discuss that at the next meeting.
Okay.
I would move that we just buy 11 more tops and 12 stool bases and the hardware associated. And then we'll assemble them and put them in place at the Alcester bar.
Is that a motion?
That's my motion.
And that's cheaper or more cost effective than just buying, I didn't bring my packet with me, but just buying the stools, it's more.
The seats won't fit on the bases that we have.
Right.
You're
But-
talking about,
Last time, I didn't bring my packet with me, but last time you handed out the packets with the
Mhm.
different.
It's not the cheapest route, no, but it does not require shipping or ordering it. If we order through that restaurant, it would have been about $1,100 to order 12 of them.
But we haven't seen them.
But we don't know what the stool is like, how heavy duty it is.
and I don't know, was that still a swivel?
It is a swivel,
That one was.
250-pound weight capacity,
Okay.
so
So we're just buying pieces and someone's gonna put them together?
Yep.
2 pieces.
2 pieces.
And
Top and
who's
bottom.
putting them together?
Well, I know I would be able to put them together without any problem.
I can help. So can I.
Either
I
that
will
or-
second Dan's motion.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Public hearing, Alcester Quick Shop Malt Beverage License. Motion to approve Alcester Quick Shop Malt Beverage License.
When DJ's was switched over to Alcester Quick Stop, the license that DJ's had was a BW, or a malt beverage license, or malt beverage and South Dakota wine. And this last year at legislation, they decided to go away from the BW licenses and just issue RV licenses. And so this is a public hearing. Keith has completed all the paperwork, he's paid the city. I just needed to have a formality of a public hearing because this is a new license, so. but- And.
So he's not doing the wine any longer? Is that,
No, he can.
oh,
This was not done by him, this was done by the state. He was the only one of our licenses that we had that had a BW number. And the state decided to consolidate the BWs and put them with RVs. That's their code for malt beverage and South Dakota wine. So it's just a hearing for a new license for Alcester Quick Stop.
So nothing really changes, no responsibilities change, no dollar amounts change.
No, no.
I'll make a motion, we approve Alcester Quick Stop Malt Beverage License.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Personnel lifeguards. Levy off wage. Motion to correct wage to $8.85.
At our last meeting, I did not correct the motion. Minimum wage is not $8.81, it is $8.85. And so I'm just asking that we ratify this.
I move that we correct the hourly wage to $8.85 for Abby Walls.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Motion to approve hiring Jaden Mackey at $8.85 and Amelia Sten at
Steve.
$9.07.
Amelia originally wasn't gonna come back this year, but she found out that her job is only Monday through Thursday, so she would be available to fill in part-time for us on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. And so we're asking to have her come back as a second-year lifeguard. And Jaden Mickey turned in his application and would like to be, and he will be doing his certification over Memorial Day weekend. So Jaden would be hired if successful completion of his certification.
So do we need to wait on him, or?
If he doesn't, no, I'd like to have
We
you,
can provisionally, I mean, we could say, as long as he completes that. I mean, if that's in the motion.
Well, I would make the motion to hire Jaden Mickey at $8.85 contingent on his passing his certification, and Amelia Steen at $9.07.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Water meter reader. Motion to hire Shoshana, is that the way you say that?
Yeah.
Avery at $8.85.
It's gonna be a kid that walks around and
yes. And this was originally, in February, I think we hired Luke Hummel to do this job, and then Luke took a different position, and he's not able to do this job, and so now we Shoshana Avery.
So it says a couple days a month?
Yep, and hopefully this person will learn Dale's route as well as Wanda's. Because if something would ever happen to Dale, or Dale was out of town, Wanda does not know, or none of us employees know where Dale's reads are.
That's important. That individual seems capable of handling all of that?
Yes.
I make a motion to hire Shoshana Avery at $8.85 an hour to read water meters.
I'll second that motion, regardless.
Okay, we have a motion and a second, any discussion?
Good time to start before the snow gets deep.
That's right.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion
Yes, for
carried.
me, it's not over.
Police Department, police personnel discussion.
I guess, unless you have some, different, just, gonna conduct interviews today. I have, 3 gentlemen, Mr. Pickering, Mr. Sculler, and Mr. Van Horn, all Austin, so we'll go by last
Yeah.
name, so
We gotta go by.
confusion's sake. But yeah, I would like to, interview them tonight, and then we can get together and decide, Kendra, Windenshot,
Windishausen.
what she said. She also, interviewed earlier with, 2 of the public safety committees, so I'd like to finish the interviews today, and then possibly, we can talk about if we wanna make a, hire today, or take some time, whatever we wanna do, so.
Do we want to interview them individually?
Yes,
Yeah.
and an
Mhm.
executive session.
Yeah.
And executive.
So,
Okay.
so I see it says motion to enter into executive session. Then, of course, there would be the possibility of doing so afterwards. I guess I would suggest that we, maybe it would be a good idea to reserve the right to have another executive session after, I guess maybe even after letter F.
No, I want to interview in executive session, no question about it in my mind.
Understood, but I think we should go into executive session before we even start an interview.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and that can be part of the process, we can talk about what we need to, and then bring them in one by one too.
Yeah.
It should all be personnel, just the
I
same.
understand, yep.
Okay, so we'll need a motion to enter into executive session pursuant to SDCL 1-25-2-1 personnel.
I would make the motion to enter into executive session pursuant to SDCL 1-25-2-1.
Second it.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried, we're in executive session at 6:14.
Yes, feel free to hang out in the office. Here with them, so.
I mean, think of that.
Dog on the chain bites it, then we have a little gray area with it, and if you're just running loose and it's biting 4 little dogs on chains,
Okay, out of recess. 8:32. All right. Oh, we're gonna need a couple motions.
Okay, I will make a motion that we offer Austin Van Horn, position as part-time officer at $15 per hour.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Now, do we have another motion?
I'll make a motion, we hire Austin Sculler for a full-time officer's position And you will be certified as of June 9th at a rate of $15 per hour. That's right, isn't it?
It should be 16.
16, okay.
16.
Correction, $16
Part-time
per hour.
certified, $1 less than full-time.
And you said, June 9th, correct? Was that the date?
You said that's when he could start.
That's when you can start.
Is that contingent on if we have someone to train him?
He won't require training.
He won't
Austin's
require
been
much
already
training.
worked here.
I've already trained him, so. I mean, obviously whoever comes in as chief can do more training, but.
Okay, so David had the motion.
I
Did
will-
we have a second?
I will second David's motion
Okay.
to hire Austin Sculler at $16 an hour with a June 9th start date.
Okay, we have the motion and the second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Now, Chief Doty resignation. We all got his letter.
Dave,
I made a motion.
And we will need a motion to accept Chief Doty's resignation, which will be effective
Tuesday,
June, is that right, June 4th?
should
Well,
be
that would be his last day of
The
work,
last-
so
yeah,
really, June
okay.
5th.
I will make the motion to accept Chief Doty's resignation effective June 5th.
I'll second that and thank him for his service.
Yes, Chris, thank you very, very much.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Now, banking. You wanna do that, Pat?
The account has been set up for our May meeting, and now I would just like to transfer the funds that were earmarked for the community building into that account. So some checks can be ordered and we can start to move forward.
I'll make a motion to transfer $30,000 from the second penny tax fund to the community building fund account.
I will second Darla's motion to move the $30,000 from the second penny sales tax fund to the community building fund account.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Linda's not here.
No, Linda will be at the June meeting,
Okay,
but one of the reasons she was not able to sit was because I did not have that line of the mayor appointing Linda to the Ward 1 vacancy and then having the council ratify her.
So we'll do that in June.
we'll do this at the June meeting.
No, he'll
We
do
can
it
do
right
it
now.
I'd like to have you do it tonight.
Okay, and then
So
we
we
can
can do
swear
this
her
without
into
actually
the June
talking to her?
meeting.
I think
You
she's
want-
fully aware that she,
You want to interview her?
I had a nice visit with Linda, and yeah, I know she plans on not coming till the June meeting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So we
I guess
can-
that was just the process that you guys did for me, so I didn't know.
That's when you have more than one.
we can approve the Ward 1 appointee now and then swear her in at the June.
Was there a deadline for applications for this?
I mean, initially when if you want to say that, it would have been February 25th.
right, in order to enter all your petitions and,
Yes.
yeah. But, I mean, at that time, we still didn't even have any.
Well, she's just accepted an appointment here.
Right,
Correct,
she's just a
yeah.
1 year.
Yeah.
Ward 1 is a very difficult ward to fill. The reason for that is most of the property over on the west side of town is either rental property, so you have a lot of people moving in and out at a rapid rate, or the average age is quite old and they don't want to participate. So having somebody step up who's willing to serve in Ward 1 is a positive thing.
She's a good, common sense lady.
Yeah, she is.
So,
I don't know her from Adam or Eve, so I will, at your suggestion, Mr. Mayor, I would approve you appointing Linda Talbot to the Ward 1 vacancy.
I will second Dan's motion.
Okay, we have a motion and a second, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Executive session if needed. Anybody need executive session?
I will need that for personnel.
Nobody?
No, I do.
I make the
Oh,
motion,
you
we
did.
enter into executive session
Sorry.
pursuant to SDCL 1-25-2-1 personnel.
Okay. We are in executive session.
I will second the motion.
Sorry.
And we need a vote.
Yes,
I need a vote.
We do need to vote on the motion to be
Yes.
entered.
Thank you
Okay.
for coming.
Oh,
We have a motion and a second to enter into executive session. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We are in executive session at, what, 8:38?
8:38.
you guys have any issue with me telling,
Oh, we got a lot of issues.
letting Austin
No,
Spiller know and letting Austin Van Horn know and?
Thank you.
No, that's fine.